A workflow can trigger an action when your client makes a specific scheduled payment. For example, if you connect a 50/50 payment plan at the top of the workflow, you can add a send form action to trigger a welcome guide questionnaire after a scheduled payment is completed. Then let Dubsado know it should watch for the first payment in this 50/50 payment plan. This example is straightforward, but know that things can get complicated quickly when you're working with workflows and payment plans together. If you don't set things up properly, it can yield unexpected results and errors, so here are some things to keep in mind. When you connect a payment plan at the top of a workflow template, an invoice for $0 will be added to the project at the same time the workflow is applied. This is because the workflow is setting up the invoice and payment plan ahead of time so that it can be ready to watch for your client to make their scheduled payments. If you aren't using a proposal, you can add packages directly onto the blank invoice. Be careful not to disrupt the payment plan. If you remove any of the scheduled payments, you may see an error in your workflow. If you are using a proposal, any selections your client makes on the proposal will be added onto the blank invoice. Lastly, if you plan to use the scheduled payment trigger and you are sending a proposal through the workflow, don't select a payment plan in the proposal template settings. Connecting a payment plan on both the workflow and the proposal will cause an error. You may need to go into your proposal template and remove the payment plan if you already connected it there. Tip number 1. Workflows can only accept one payment plan. If you offer different payment plans, you may need to create different versions of your workflow. Tip number 2. The create invoice action is not compatible with a payment plan on a workflow. If you have a specified payment plan in the workflow template, this payment plan will not apply to an invoice created by the create invoice action.